In this lecture, we are going to solve second question related to special case number 2 of Routh Array's criteria. In the last class, we have solved question number 1 on special case number 2. The question number 2 is for the system with characteristic equation fs is equal to s to the power 6 plus 2 s to the power 5 plus 8 s to the power 4 plus 12 s cube plus 20 s square plus 6s plus 16 is equal to 0. Check the stability of given characteristic equation by Routh's method. So to check the stability of the system, first we need to construct the Routh array. For this, we need to take all the coefficients present in this characteristic equation starting from a0. This is a0, then a1, then a2, this is a3, this is a4, this is a5, and this is a6. Since here s to the power 6 is there, so first coefficient, that is a0, will be equal to 1. Now in this Routh array, we need to write all the powers of s starting from s to the power 6 to s to the power 0 column wise here. So first we will write s to the power 6, then s to the power 5, then s to the power 4, then s to the power 3, then s square, s to the power 1, and s to the power 0. So in the first row, that is s to the power 6 row, we need to write all the even coefficients, that is a0, a2, a4, and a6. So a0 is equal to 1 here, a2 is equal to 8 here, a4 is 20, and a6 is 16 here. Now in the second row, that is s to the power 5 row, we have to write all the odd coefficient, that is a1, a3, and a5. a1 is 2 here, then a3 is 12 here, and a5 is 16 given. Next term will be equal to 0. Now using this s to the power 6 and s to the power 5 row, we need to construct s to the power 4 row. So in the s to the power 4 rows, first term we write 8 into 2 is 16 minus 12 into 1 is 12 divided by 2. So here we will get 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So first term will be equal to 2. And here 20 into 2 is equal to 40. 40 minus 16 divided by 2. Here we will get 12. So here we will write 12. Now 16 into 2 minus 1 into 0 is 0 divided by 2. So here we will get 16. So next term will be equal to 16 and next term will be equal to 0. Now we will construct s to the power 3 row using this s to the power 5 and s to the power 4 row. So first term will be 12 into 2 is 24 minus 2 into 12 is 24. So 24 minus 24 divided by 2 will be equal to 0 we will get. Again next term we will get 16 into 2 is 32. 32 minus 2 into 16 is 32. 32 minus 32 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So here in this row of s to the power 3 we are getting all zeros. So here we can see that since one of the row of this Routh array is becoming 0, Routh test fails here. So in this case we have to construct the auxiliary equation. So to construct the auxiliary equation, we need to take a row just above this row of zeros, that is we have to take s to the power 4 row. As this is the row of s to the power 4, therefore we have to take all the even powers of s in the auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation is represented by as. As will be equal to 2 into s to the power 4 plus 12 into s square plus 16 is equal to 0. Now from this equation we can take out 2 common. Auxiliary equation as will be equal to s to the power 4 plus 6s square plus 8 is equal to 0. Now we will differentiate this auxiliary equation with respect to s. We will get das by ds is equal to 4s cube plus 12s is equal to 0. Now we will put the coefficients of s cube and s in this row of s to the power 3, which is the row of zeros. So when we keep the coefficients, we will get 4 and 12 here, and next terms will be equal to 0. Now we will construct s to the power 2 row using this s to the power 4 and s to the power 3 row. So here we will get 12 into 4 minus 12 into 2 divided by 4. So this will be equal to 24 by 4 is equal to 6. So here first term will be equal to 6. Next term will be equal to 16 into 4 minus 0 divided by 4. This will be equal to 16. So next term will be equal to 16, and in this s to the power 2 row, next term will be equal to 4 into 0 is 0 minus 0 divided by 4. So here we will get 0 0. Now we will construct s to the power 1 row using this s to the power 3 and s to the power 2 row. So first term will be equal to 12 into 6 minus 16 into 4 divided by 6. Here we will get 8 divided by 6, which is equal to 4 by 3, and 4 by 3 will be equal to 1.33. So first term in the s to the power 1 row will be equal to 1.33, and the other terms will be equal to 0 in this row. Now we will construct the s to the power 0 row, and we know that in the s to the power 0 row, first term will be equal to an, and since here an is equal to a6, we'll get an is equal to 16. So directly we can write 16 here, or we can find out the value from the Routh array also. So now we have constructed the Routh array. So to check the stability, we have to see the first column of this Routh array. So in the first column we can see that no sign change is there, but since here auxiliary equation is created, we cannot comment this as stable system. So in such case we have to take the first auxiliary equation which we have found out, that is as is equal to s to the power 4 plus 6s square plus 8 is equal to 0. Now we have to find out the roots of this auxiliary equation to check the stability of the system. So here we can take s to the power 4 plus 4s square plus 2s square plus 8 is equal to 0. Now factorizing this equation, we will get s square into s square plus 4 plus 2 into s square plus 4 is equal to 0. So factors will be s square plus 4 into s square plus 2 is equal to 0. So this type of equation we will get after factorizing. Now from this equation we will get s square is equal to minus 4. So from this we will get two roots. S will be equal to plus minus 2j we will get. So this will be root number 1 and root number 2, and second we will get s square is equal to minus 2. From here we will get root number 3 and root number 4 is equal to plus minus root 2j. Now we will represent these roots on the S plane to check the stability of the system. So first root is plus minus 2j. So here we will get plus 2j, and here we will get minus 2j. Third and fourth root is plus minus root 2j. So here we will get plus root 2j, and here we will get minus root 2j. So here we can see that the roots are not repeating on the j omega axis. So this type of system is called as marginally stable system. Since we are getting roots on the j omega axis, this type of system is a marginally stable system. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.